Hello, welcome back to another edition of Movie Watching Challenge from Apocaflix Now. This is a solo video that we are recording just before Christmas Day. I hope all of you are being safe out there. My name is Gio, and I am joined today by Jake, who was challenged to watch Unleashed. First off, Jake, how are you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm good. Ready for the holiday season, man. It's a good time of the year, a lot of joy and just a time to be just truly appreciative of everything, going on, regardless of what's going on. So,
Agreed. I would have to agree with you, man.
yes, sir. So, Jake Berlin was challenged to watch Unleashed, the 2005 action flick starring Jet Li, directed by Luis Leterrier, and with a screenplay from Luc Besson, surprisingly. So, Jake, 2005, Jet Li, you could say, was at his peak as far as box office Hollywood goes. Many viewed him as kind of the next in line of that Chinese box office martial arts star after Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan, obviously. And in this movie, obviously, it's a very action heavy movie, but it's also surprisingly dramatic as well. Obviously, give your thoughts on the movie, but also your experience from Jet Li and his movies during that time, and if you were a fan or not. So go ahead and take it away.
So first of all, I had absolutely no idea what this movie was.
Mm.
No clue. I had heard about it, but I never really looked up like the synopsis or saw trailers or anything like that. So I went in completely fresh. I don't have a ton of experience with Jet Li movies. I have probably like a below base knowledge of Jet Li movies, and it's not just that I don't go watch them, but I just haven't seen them.
Sure.
I was around 10 to 13 years old, 15 years old when this movie came out specifically, and back then in middle school, high school, I was watching more of the the Transformers or the comic book movies, or
Right.
at that specific time the Star Wars movies, and so these movies just slipped when I was a little bit younger.
Sure.
But I went into it, expecting a very action heavy movie because it is Jet Li. We know what these kind of actors bring to the table: Jet Li, Jackie Chan, Donnie Yen, those type of guys. When we see those movies, and so when I saw the opening scene, I was like, okay, like we're in for a thrill ride. Like we're in for this big movie. And then after like 20 minutes or so, 30 minutes maybe, it just totally shifts gears into this like really story-centered film about this guy as a character, trying to unravel his past, where he is, who he is, what happened to him. And I was very surprised. I was not expecting it, and I thought it was really good. I thought that
Good.
the way that they were able to shift from an action film to this type of movie so quickly really surprised me. Because typically when we see this, we talk about how, it felt like two different movies, or, we're into one scene, but we're out of others. And I never like looked away from the screen and was like, no, I'm not interested. I was always interested in what was happening. And so I was very, very surprised when there wasn't action on screen, that I was just as invested as I was when there was action on screen. Now, speaking of the action is incredible. Jet Li is obviously a mastermind at it. He's just incredible in those type of roles. I don't know his name off the top of my head, but the main gangster guy, the English dude, I love seeing him in movies. He's been in movies in the past. I think he's great.
Oh, Bob Hoskins?
Yeah. So I think he's just really good in that role. He's such an asshole, and it's so great. I thought Morgan Freeman was a really good addition, a role that I was not expecting from him, a very subdued role. But yeah, I think that the movie was very enjoyable. I think I enjoyed it so much because I literally had no clue what to expect. But with me not expecting anything, you have these certain stigmas when you see like an actor or even like a movie title that you think it's going to be something. So it's not so much expectations, but what I was thinking, and it was completely different from what I was thinking. And to be able to still enjoy it was a good thing. So I was very happy with it.
Dude, great to hear, man. I love this movie, and I was so happy when you got chosen to watch it. Because we're fans of action flicks, high octane like Mad Max Fury Road, The Raid, and you definitely see, if The Raid took inspiration from anyone, it's definitely movies like this. Like an Unleashed
Yep.
or Fist of Legend or some of Jackie Chan's early movies. And yeah, to your point, the when the action is there, it hits. Oh my god, like a lot of movies you could tell like it's obviously choreographed, but with this movie, the way it's shot, the camera angles, and Jet Li, it's insane, man. So really, really glad you enjoyed it, man. That's awesome. I'm so happy to hear that. So now we are going to move on to the other part of the movie watching challenge. And Mr. Berlin gets to pick one of the four lucky guys, the other guys from the Apocaflix crew, to challenge to watch a movie they haven't seen before. So, Mr. Berlin, enough suspense. Who have you chosen?
Well, first I want to say thank you for challenging it to me, because I don't think I ever would have watched this movie if you had never challenged it to me. Just because it's a movie that I just skipped over and never went back to. So thank you on that. But
That's why we do it. Yep.
The past couple of weeks we've been on this train as a crew of challenging one person, then going back to one person, challenging one person, then going back to one person, because this said person has not seen an enormous amount of movies that he needs to see. So I think it's only right that I challenge Mr. Brian Avellino to get his filmography back up to where it's supposed to be as a podcaster, as a movie pundit. He needs to be able to see more movies than he has. So I'm going to be challenging Brian to this week's Movie Watching Challenge.
Get ready, Brian, because all four of us are doing this right now. We can't wait for the movies that we're going to pick for you. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Jake, thank you so much for giving your honest opinion about this movie. You guys can follow us on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. Obviously, we do Apocaflix Now live Tuesdays and Thursdays. Not this upcoming Thursday because of Christmas holiday season. We want to spend time with family, but Tuesdays and Thursdays for sure. Follow us on Twitter, and also you can find our podcasting episodes on Spotify, Pocket Casts, Apple Podcasts, all links down below. And that'll do it for this edition of Movie Watching Challenge. And we will catch you guys next time.